fire, fire, fire. As I was saying, we'll address part of it, okay? For the record, chat, this is likely all we're gonna look at today regarding this subject. This is all I'm comfortable talking about in this respect, okay? After this, we're gonna move on and probably try and look at more uplifting things, you know, keep it up, keep the vibes up, all that. So, what did Mr. Asman say regarding Charlie Kirk's tragedy? Anyone surprised at what happened to Charlie Kirk hasn't been paying attention, go anywhere on Reddit, Twitter, and you'll find thousands of unhinged direct calls to violence over politics. Unless it's addressed for what it is, things like this will continue to happen. How many times do we see death threats every day on this channel? Like, how often do I use the term political schizos, chat? We see it every day on Twitter, and every day on Blue Sky, and every day on Reddit. Not too, like, recently, we just saw it with Karoni playing Hogwarts Legacy, a Japanese VTuber, one of the most famous VTubers on the planet right now. There's unhinged people saying they want to see bad things happen to her. We see it every day with Asman, people wishing harm on him on Reddit constantly, on Twitter. We see it with me, I get death threats all the time. It has very unfortunately become normalized to call for violence against people you disagree with politically. Or on anything in that matter. Like, again, until something is done about it, it will keep happening. Until websites like Reddit, that are incredibly soft on death threats, as long as they're towards the right people, quote unquote, are fine. It will keep happening. Until there's arrests made on repeat offenders that constantly call for violence, it will keep happening. Until there's arrests made on these people that are so fucking unhinged, like, it's just, it's really overwhelming. Obviously, this can go too far. Obviously, this sentiment can be taken and we could end up like the UK where you can get arrested for mean tweets. But there's a clear, undeniable difference between being mean and calling for someone's death. Everybody knows this. You know it. I know it. Everybody knows it. Everyone can make this distinction. There's also a conversation to be had as well about the dehumanization of your political enemies, of like white men and anyone that you don't like. Like I said earlier, I was gonna talk about mental hospitals that I found. There was like a post on Twitter about mental hospitals that I found today. But I'm not gonna do that now. We're gonna save it for another day, okay? I'm saving it. But the point is, you combine an extremely mentally ill, terminally online population with an online culture that normalizes calling for violence. And this is what you get. You dehumanize people you don't like. You gaslight them and say that their political stances are violent towards your existence, and guess what happens? Retards actually believe what they're saying, and they believe it 100%, and then this happens. Calling everyone a Nazi is like until the term doesn't mean anything anymore. It's also not helping at all, man. It's crying wolf, yeah, pretty much. And let me be clear, I do not want speech policed. That's fucking dumb. That's retarded. I don't want to end up like the UK. But I do think that social media moderation needs to be held to a higher standard. I don't think it's hard to make the distinction between serious calls for violence and just political banter. And the unfortunate truth of this is that I think a lot of these websites do know the difference, but the problem is that the moderation team of these websites agree with these unhinged opinions and calls for violence. That's the honest truth of it, honestly. It's really, really sad to see this. I just got news he got pronounced dead. Oh my god. That's absolutely horrible. Chat, seriously, prayers for him and his family. This is actually like a tragedy, man. This is awful. That's so fucking sad, man. Dude, he's leaving behind a wife and children, and like, I'm pretty sure. That's so fucking heinous. It seriously makes me so upset to see this. This is kind of on a side note. One of the only reasons I ever got into the content that I do now, where I'm very like soft political or politically adjacent, as some people say, like I focus on culture war topics and video games. The only reason I'm comfortable doing this is because I'm a VTuber. I'm completely anonymous. I can only imagine how people that actually reveal their face must feel. How long is it gonna be until it's not just like the dudes that go out into the public to speak, but it's a streamer in their home that gets killed, man? That's the direction we're heading. I'm not even kidding. It's horrible. I feel like every year people get a little bit more insane, a little bit more unhinged, a little bit more schizo. The messages that get unmoderated and are like have these rather selectively moderated websites gets a little bit more fucking bold and more unhinged. Anyway, it's just like sad, man. I won't go into much more. Like prayers for their family. It's a sad day. I wouldn't wish this on anyone. It's really sad. It's awful. Everybody has to be careful. Yes, I know people are celebrating. I know it's awful. Just counteract it with prayers for their family and saying like this is horrible and condemning it. Everyone should be a VTuber, honestly. I am extremely privileged that I don't have to worry about my safety for like my life. Like I have fears, but I don't fear it near as much as someone who would obviously reveal their face or like, you know, revealing where they live. Cause like I'm pretty secretive. I don't want to dwell on this too much. I'm a girl. I get pretty emotional when I hear about people dying and stuff. Like it's really sad. Yeah. Look what I can't forget to Kirsha. Yeah, even in Kirsha, like that stuff. Is it a girl thing? No, I'm just being honest. Like I have a hard time putting a lid on it. A lot of sad? Yeah, of course. Someone fucking died, man. Sad.
Fire, 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 fire.